with Ike, Spike, and Fritz. Here we are, Chickies and Pete's Spring Friday. How we feeling, Ike?
Feeling pretty good. It's Friday, so, my goodness, how could you feel bad on a Friday? It's the beginning of the weekend. We have a big series coming up against
Big series.
LA Dodgers in town for the weekend. Love it. Can't wait to get into that. Jackie Baseball, this is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting for. We've had the appetizers. Main course is on deck. Holla at your boy.
Just letting everyone know, Spike's in a mood today. 100%. He's a little tight.
I'm a little tight. I need everyone to lock in.
Yeah. Caller's got to lock in. Me and Ike got to lock in. Buzz has to lock in.
Everyone's got to lock in.
Yeah, I can feel the intensity on a nice, relaxing Friday being risen too much for my liking. But it's a big weekend, and I'm excited to start it.
It's not a bad mood.
No, it's not a bad mood.
You've seen me pissy before.
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
Ike doesn't have to do anything. Ike is locked in every day. Understand that, whether he is in his way or not. Put that on the table. We can proceed.
I wasn't asking you to lock in.
No, Jack made a statement, so I had to make sure I had to correct that statement.
All right,
yes, my bad. I need to lock in.
Well, it's a very big show, as it always is on Fridays. We've moved Elliot from 3 to 4, and he'll be with us for an hour today because he skipped out on us on Tuesday.
Ducked us, some said.
So Elliot Shore Parks will be here at 4 o'clock. We'll award the belt. See whether Broads keeps it at 4:30. Kevin Stocker will join us at 3.
Stock.
Preview the big series this weekend. Tornado Shapiro will give us the weekend forecast at 3:30.
Tornado.
Stock was out of pocket again, by the way.
He is out of pocket Stockett.
Yep.
He was. He always is. But, it is an on-the-record Friday, as it normally is on the WIP afternoon show. And I need everyone to be on the record about the Phillies and what they've proven so far this season. Because I think everyone stood, and I think you specifically on this show, started the season sort of 1 foot in, 1 foot out on the Phillies, waiting to see what we would see out of this team so far this year. Mm-hmm. And on the Record Friday, I want to know if what they've done so far has changed your perception. Do you feel better about the Phillies, or do you feel the same after them going 5-1? Now, 5-1 is important, but it's not everything. Right? Mm-hmm. They haven't played great teams. So the fact that they're 5-1 doesn't change too much to me. Now they could be 0-7 or whatever like the Braves. I'm glad that they're 5-1.
Right.
But all of the things, to me, here's why I feel better. And I'll go on the record saying that I feel actually much better about the Phillies than I did a week and a half ago.
All right.
Everything that was a question to me leading up to this season has started to be answered. Like, we wanted to see a different Phillies team at the plate, more patient, right? Their walk rate is up. I think they're 4th in walks in baseball. Their strikeout rate is down. And even if you don't know those numbers, just watching them, it feels different. Castellanos feels different. I think Trey, when he's been in there in the leadoff spot, has felt different. And all the questions we had about their plate discipline has been a little bit answered so far for me. So I feel better about that. Then there are questions in the pitching staff. Luzardo, look, Jack told us Luzardo was good or whatever, but actually seeing Luzardo go out there for 5 innings, strike out 11 guys, Luzardo is a legit, number 3 starter, maybe even a number 2 starter. That has started to prove it to me. Mm-hmm. Now, all we heard about during the spring training about Chris Sanchez looked great in his first start. How about Alvarado? Alvarado, who has been sort of missing in action the last couple of years, has his velocity back. Looks like he has his attitude back. So all the things that I was questioning things like Luzardo. I was questioning things like the bullpen. Most specifically, I was questioning their approach at the plate, and it's all been better. So I feel much better today than I did a week and a half ago about the Phillies.
I'm not surprised. Listen, a week ago you felt great about 19 strikeouts.
I did.
That the team had.
And they were a great sign.
Listen, Delaware Valley, enjoy the moment that we are in right now with Spike Eskin because he feels good about the team. I'm just saying. You don't normally get that. You don't normally get that out of Spike. He normally finds a dark cloud as opposed to a silver lining.
Right.
So enjoy it right now. That's all I said. Enjoy it.
Comes with the last name.
Because here's what I'm telling you.
Look,
I'm not there yet. 5-1. I can appreciate it. I'm glad they've gone out and beaten up on the Washington Nationals and the Colorado Rockies. Awesome. This weekend can go a long way to getting me to be in that corner where you are. this weekend can go a long way to doing that. And I'm not saying they need to sweep the Dodgers, but here's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see a series loss or a series sweep where they get swept and it looks like you don't even belong on the same field with the Dodgers. I don't want to see that. I'll take 2 out of 3. I'll take 2 out of 3 and be good with 2 out of 3 and feel good about this team moving forward. But it's a long baseball season, Spike, and I got to be honest with you. I'm one of those people that, when I come to a conclusion about a team, at least early, I'm there until I'm shown something different. And it's not going to be one game that gets me to change my mind on how I feel about a team. And 6 games of baseball is not even equivalent to 1 game in football.
No, it's like half of the game.
You need 10 games. You need 10 games in baseball. So I haven't seen enough is what I'm ultimately saying. I'm encouraged by what I see. There's some things that I like. I want to see how long they continue to be a team that doesn't chase, that takes pitches, that isn't about strikeouts. Listen, the small ball, I don't necessarily need to see that every night, but, hey, it's a nice twist to the Phillies from over the last couple of years. So I'm good with that. The pitching is good, as we expected. I don't think there's anybody doing anything that was unexpected just yet. Right? Is that fair? Like, I don't see. I mean, Taiwan had a good outing yesterday for 6 innings, but that could change the next time he goes out there.
Don't you think Nick Castellanos having plate discipline, walking rather than strike it, that's not expected to
Here's
me.
the thing I was learning about Casty.
Yeah.
It's about the long view with Casty. There's going to be peaks and valleys with him all year long.
Sure.
So with him, I expect it. So I understand he may struggle at times. He's going to have his hot streaks or what have you. I'm good with Casty. I'm good with everybody right now. I really am. But we're getting a different level of competition coming in this weekend. Let me see what this looks like this weekend.
All right. 215-592-9494 on the record Friday. Phils are 5-1. I feel substantially
I don't feel
better.
any different.
I feel way
better. That's a long way to me saying.
You're always negative.
I don't feel any different.
You're always negative. Are you like positive Spike or negative Ike today? 215-592-9494 on the record Friday. Do you feel much better about the Phillies than you did before the season started? Jack, where are you?
I feel exactly the same. I'm on a negative Ike side, which is shocking. Listen, I'm not going to make a huge deal out of it. They got to hit a starter. Like it matters, dude. Like they're beating up on the worst bullpens in baseball.
But they're getting to the bullpen. That's the point. They
are, but it's not like they're getting them out of there in 4 because they're working so many pitches. It's still 6 innings, and they have to turn it on late. So, I need to see that. And I've just been disappointed with Mopey Bohm. It really is. It's bothering me.
Well, that thing I agree with.
And it's early in the season. They're winning games, and you're still getting some of the mopiness. So that's an issue for me. And I just again, this weekend does matter. It does matter. It's not the end of the world if they lose 2 or 3, but they can't go out there and get bludgeoned. So I am obviously still positive about the team. But nothing has really changed how I felt off of the first week of baseball. There's been little things that are better. Do it against an actual pitching staff.
215-592-9494 on the record Friday on the WIP afternoon show. Do you feel better about the Phillies after this start? By the way, the other thing that I'll mention is the daycare thing is not nothing, and the Bryce Harper sort of being the vocal leader thing also not nothing. 2 things I didn't expect coming into this year. I didn't expect Bryce to ever change that. We had all sort of conceded that he was a lead by example guy and not lead by what he says. And he's not screaming and yelling guy, but he's saying things in the press that matter. And the daycare stuff going away, I think, is meaningful too. We do have a next question today.
Yes.
So today would have been Heath Ledger's birthday if he were still with us. Heath Ledger, great actor who we lost too young. So for today's next question, you'll give your sports point, and then next question will be who passed away too young? Who'd we lose too young? Jack, who do you got?
This is simply too serious to do one of my bad answers.
Yeah, I was wondering if you're going to do something silly.
So I'll go with one of the best baseball players of all time, Roberto Clemente.
Oh, that is a good one.
Thank you.
That is a good one. Ike, what are you laughing at?
You weren't even born.
Doesn't matter. I respect the game.
That is a good point. You never even saw
I can't stand him.
Yeah,
Man.
he is the worst.
Yes.
Get rid of him.
Everyone knows about the 21-foot fence in Pittsburgh because of him.
Okay. Ike, who did we lose too young?
Who did we lose too young? Wow, so many.
Wonder where Ike's going to go.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we've lost a lot of young people in the hip-hop community.
Yep.
We have.
There is one person who is your answer for about half of our next
Hey,
question.
man, I can't help it because he fits so many different categories.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely.
I'm not going to go there, though.
Okay.
I'll go because there are some people we lost them later than he was at that age. I'm going to go with Whitney Houston.
Oh, absolutely.
Took Chuck's answer.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Whitney Houston.
That
man.
is Chuck's every year.
I mean, there's so many. Like, there's so many entertainers you can go with.
Absolutely.
I mean, my goodness, man. It's
well, and
there's so many I could have gone with.
In music specifically, I think. Yeah. So I'm going Kurt Cobain.
Hold on. That's not by coincidence.
No.
I don't need to start a conspiracy theory show, and I'm just saying.
Ike, conspiracy theory?
I'm just saying.
Ike Illuminati?
It's a lot of great talent that's gone too early, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going Kurt Cobain. Lead singer of Nirvana.
Exactly.
Now, and I was in high school for it. I'm not going to pick something like Jack that I didn't even experience.
Well, again,
I understand him. Man.
All right, let me think of a different answer.
No.
Think of another one.
It's fine.
Yeah. How about you put some thought into the
I
question?
didn't put it. I forgot that's what we were doing. Ringthebellbook.com.
Can I tell you, Jack on Fridays puts even less effort into the show than he does Monday through Thursday.
Don't have to do much.
Yep, there it is. All right, 215-592-9494. On the record Friday, do you feel better about the Phillies than you
I can't believe
did?
I still gave a bad answer and I named Roberto Clemente.
Yeah, well, it's a bad answer. He's a liar.
Yeah, you weren't there.
Yeah, you weren't there.
Yeah.
All right, we'll wait. You can do it at the end of the segment.
Yeah, let me think.
On the record
Pelle
Friday.
Lindbergh.
All right, stop it. I don't even think you were alive for Pelle Lindbergh either.
He wasn't.
No,
Man.
yeah. On the record
Jim
Friday.
Croce.
Stop! Do you feel better about the Phillies? Don't do this on a day that I'm wired like this.
I know.
And for next question, it would have been Heath Ledger's birthday. Give us somebody we lost too young. 215-592-9494.